Good evening, everybody, and I know what you're thinking. Why are you making a video on a Wednesday night? Well, I just thought I'd make a quick video regarding base defense. A lot of people in my alliance have been asking me to put something together, and some people in the page too, and I haven't really had a chance just due to the lack of free time. But I thought, since the Fury is being released tomorrow, this base design / guard is probably going to be altered massively. So there's a good sort of buy to it. I'll release it publicly so everyone can see. This design's not been broken, although I've only had it in for 3 weeks. So it could be broken. It just hasn't been broken yet. Yeah, it's a good design. It could probably be improved a little bit. You could put in some maybe strengthen the guard a little bit more. Put in some level 7 turrets. Not all my turrets are level 7, so. There's certainly some places you can improve it. But anyway, so Liam99, for anyone that watches this video that doesn't already know, I'm Liam99, creator, founder, presenter, whatever else of the Forsaken Council, as well as the fellow admins, and we try and make videos to help the VP community. So for anyone that isn't aware of us already, come check us out. But this is basically just going to be a video of me showing this base in action. And I'll even show you how it operates in Base Planner, and I'll show you the guard layout. But before I even give you any bullshit, let's actually have a look at how it performs. I don't even know how far I can go back here. Let's have a look. Captain One Leg. Let's try Captain One Leg and see. I don't know if this is an actual hit, or this is the furthest back I can go. I don't know when this was, but it would have been maybe 2 jumps ago. I'm not sure. Now, bear in mind, guys, as well, another thing, base playback isn't like renowned for being the most accurate thing out there, but it is fairly accurate, to my knowledge. Okay, so looks like we already have a slightly damaged base. I wish I had Ewoks here to show you guys, because I think you would have enjoyed that. So what have we got? We've got 3 Vendettas and 2 Retributions. Pretty common fleet at the moment. Tough fleet as well. For some reason, I've been prepped a fair bit there. I don't know if quite often with this, a flaw in this base sometimes is people will come in to do a main hit, die, and then not bubble me and be able to come in again. But I did actually have some issues with the bubble pad of this base, and I altered it a lot because of that. So I think the bubble pad is improved slightly, maybe from this hit even. So yeah, I mean, with the release of the Fury, I know that this base is going to have to change. I know my guard's going to have to change. In particular, at the very least, all of the armor needs refitted, and probably an additional ship. I'm debating at the moment, do I build the Man of War like I had in the preview server video? It's just it means I got to drop the Harlock Citadel, which is not something I'm prepared to do. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I want to see how differently the Fury operates to how it did in the previous server before I invest anything into it. But look how lovely those executioners tear that Retribution a new one. Just so sweet. I love to see that. I love to see people die. So yeah, I mean, you can see I was close to 25% damage before the attack. He's done about a further 12% maybe, and his fleet has took 50% damage. So it's not looking too great, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's over. I've seen 1 ship take a base, so I always say never sing until the last ship sunk. You know, it's not over till the fat lady sings. So yeah, I mean, this base has served me well. I can't complain at this base at all. I'm kind of saddened as to the fact that I know I can't speed this up. I wonder if it will be mind-numbingly slow for you all to see. Let's hope not. So as we know, I mean, Retributions, there's a few different weaknesses. You can see a Vanquisher just eats them up so quickly, it's unreal. As does Deadeye Executioners. I mean, they end Retributions so quickly. And Vendettas are very easy to stop. Again, Vanquishers. Chew through them. Very, very easy. But not just Vanquishers. I mean, if you look at my gamma, the way it's set up to countermeasure like mad, and it does do that job very well. But the Harlock Citadel, a Harlock Citadel can kill 4 Vendettas in 2 volleys. So I would say that's the main source of stopping Vendettas, one of the best assets to stopping Vendettas. But everything helps, you know, cold snaps on my turret there, ballistic cannons on the gammas, that all helps against stopping them. I'm not even sure what are on my gammas. 4 hour blasts. I mean, that will hurt the Vents. I'm not even. Does he retreat? Does he finish this off, or what does he do? Why is he just sat there? Maybe he's debating how many medals he'll lose. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just going to exit that one. There's no point of even watching that. I think he does send that ship forward and lets it die. So let's try the next one. Lehi. Very well known for being great at pronouncing names. So bear that in mind. I hope everyone has a good raid as well. We're like the day before, calm before the storm. It's the kind of time of the month when everyone gets a little bit anxious. Let's see what this guy's got. Level 103 base versus a level 45 base. This guy is just peeking me with subs. Not even sure. Does he try and hit here? Does he die? Let's have a look. Not sure what's happening here. Yeah, I wish I had some really good hits in recent times. It would be great if I still had them to save and show you guys. I'm not sure what this guy's up to. Just being a nuisance, like most sub drivers are these days. Don't know what. Maybe it's just looking for some res. I don't know. Resi. I would peg his position to be about there. Yeah, I don't think he's coming in there. So are we going to waste time looking at this? Let's not waste time. I don't want to make the video too long for you all. I just wanted to show some examples of how it operates. It stops most of the fleets dead in the water. It takes down the Retribution prep fleet quite well. People coming in with the 4 rets, it takes that fleet down very well. Vendettas, it takes them very well, and not a lot else. But not a lot of people hit with much else these days. So I couldn't say that I've seen a fleet of Revengers come on my base. Okay, so that was just a silly hit. See, they all say 0%, so it's hard to actually know what's a hit and what isn't. So we'll just I'll try and be brief and get to the good stuff. So I hope everyone enjoyed last night's show as well. It was a good show, I think. It was great to see some new cast on there, and we talked about some good content. Oh god, this whole 10-second timer stuff is a kind of a nuisance. Gecko Illy UNF's level 46 base. No, it's not a base, it's a fleet. Just subs again. Jesus. If I'm literally showing you guys a bunch of peaks here, then I sincerely apologise. But still worth showing, I feel, because you never know when someone may peek you hard. Nothing. See, I know that some people do occasionally try with subs, and I have had a few of this recently. That's why I wasn't sure. Would have been easier just to check the battle log and show you guys. do apologise for kind of 2 dud hits. So that was that Gecko elite guy. Let's see if we can find some proper hits here. So just silly peeps. Yeah, the game's kind of. I was kind of shocked earlier to find myself scrolling through BP. I was scrolling through sector to sector, hitting bases, looking to get some fast ally points because I haven't had a lot of seat time this week, and yeah, it was kind of sad. It was kind of sad. Like I travelled through 4 sectors and every base was dead that I was going into, and I was like, I just thought to myself that at the moment, you know, so much attention's going into this game in terms of like new content. But is there any effort going into the game for bringing in new players? That's my worry right now. Like, where's the new blood? We seem to just be getting smaller, not bigger. It was kind of a scary thought because it made me think, well, where's the future of BP? You know, are we a dying breed? Because I'd like to see the game grow again. You know, I think it can, but there's no effort being put into that. That's the problem. And that's what I feel anyway. There doesn't seem to be any effort on Kickstarter's part being put into bringing in new players. Just improving on the game is cool, but there should be a PR guy. There should be someone pushing out advertising, making videos, doing shit to bring people in. Gamers, you know? So he's gone for the slow, nasty, creepy method, which can hurt. It can be brutal, but it's not helped him a great deal so far because he's only managed to kill. He hasn't managed to kill a guard yet, although he has took out the glacial, which is beneficial. Let's see that Harlock Citadel, just absolute good night. And now that he's down to just those 2. He's not going to get a volley off. The Gamma can easily deal with those 2. So that's just not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, it holds out vendettas very well. I'm going to show you turret layouts and guard fleet layouts on all of this. And before everyone screams, hey, that's wrong, Liam, you should have built it this way, you know, I don't care. I was working with the hands, the tools that God gave me, you know, to see what's what. It's yeah, interesting load times. Interesting load times. Calling Mr. Plow. He definitely did hit me. Who was it I just showed you? It was Blackbeard, wasn't it? So let's have a look at it. I don't know if those 2 were hits. I think they were just peaks, Deathkeeper and Big Nuts. So let's have a look at Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow, lol.
Lucy, I hope you're dressed because the camera's on.
I just walked by.
Dressed or undressed?
I have a towel.
Ladies and gentlemen, give you
here.
peak show.
Sorry. I'll put some clothes on.
Yeah, and this may have to go on to the the nighttime show. Do you know? I almost can't be bothered. I might just stop this recording now, to be honest.
Why? Just keep going. For the
I know, but it's just most people probably will not care.
If you want to see your face, show your face. Stop in the bed, you own it.
So again, it's this is 2 retributions and 3 vendettas. Probably the most common fleet in the game at the moment, base hitting wise. There's variations. There's the 4 ship with 1 ret. And it looks like he's running cryo launchers, as opposed to the more modern launchers, which is odd. You may ask, you may think, but is it odd? You can still get a good range on them, and the cryo fields will hurt guards, will do well against guards, in fact. So So they may not have the raw damage, but they do have that secondary effect. And if that's reducing a guard's defense by say 20%, you know, and then the mortars are landing off the vents, then you could argue that it's definitely worthwhile. See, right now he's thinking, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get it. Oh, he's mine. I'm going to make a video and show everyone. And then it's just the world comes crashing down before him. Very tired. Very tired. So yeah, so that kind of, you know, didn't really do anything for him, that. And again, you know, just the first Vanquisher survived. Now the combo of a Vanquisher with a Gamma is just such a tough combination, and that's why I do it twice. Firstly, if you can even survive this first section of the base here, if you can even survive this ring here, which most people don't get anywhere near past, but if they do, they've then got to deal with it again on this section, and that's what I love. It's not like it's coming once, it's coming twice, and that's it. So, Piffin HR.
Lol.
I hate that douchebag.
I hate him too.
I don't think any of these were real attacks, but...
So 0%. They're all peaks.
Yeah, but they all say 0%. I think it's just the battle log's screwed.
Where's your face?
My face is going to be there, Lucy, where it normally is. It's like when it streams, but I'm just recording a video, which isn't live right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was live.
No, I'm just recording, babe. I'm not live.
Okay.
So, this guy is called Death Keeper.
Cat's licking my toes.
Level 30 fleet, so it's obviously just a big...
Peeker.
But I know I did get hit by a couple of self-hits. But anyway, guys, let me just get away from this now. I've showed you a couple of hits. You know, look, the Retribution fleet, I wish I could have shown you Ewoks that Retribution fleet on my base, because that would have made you laugh.
I love Ewok.
What?
Ewok's awesome.
Yeah, so the Retribution fleet doesn't do well in that base, and then the Ven Retribution doesn't do well. I think Furies are probably going to be a fleet that rolls me very quickly, so I will look to I will try and look to defend against that fairly quickly. Here is the base guard. I don't know. Oh, should I recall it just for a minute? Too risky. So here's the base guard, guys. A Harlock Citadel. It's running D5X and D2X or something. The armor's kind of irrelevant. It could be running... Excuse me. It could be running absolutely nothing in terms of armor, because it's kind of in a position where it doesn't get anything. But in the odd case that someone is running crazy splash vents, I give it as much explosive as possible, and that way it kind of protects it just in case. But its stats speak for itself. Everyone knows what this hold does. It's an absolute beast, and it fires mortars like they're FUD cannons. You know, it just literally throws them at you, and they land so quick. This alone can take down a fleet of Vendettas in 1 to 2 volleys. Normally 1 volley kills a Vendetta. So if they're stacked, they're dead. So yeah, great asset to base defense, and the reason I haven't built a Man of War. Then these are mirror image. They're all the same. Like, this is the same as this. This is the same as this. And these aren't going to change. I'll run you through what I'm thinking about changing after. But as you can see, I'm just running Gales, in fact, and R-Blast cannons. I've got the countermeasure special on, which also boosts my ballistic reload or something like that. Stun resistance, ballistic range increase, explosive defense, and the ballistic armor piercing boost, or whatever it is. The special does that. A mixture of D5X and the radioactive panels, the ones for shockwave defense. Excuse me, I'm getting all my stats mixed up. Where is it written to say what that is? Damage, defenses. Shockwave deflection, it gives you 3,000 per play. Now, the reason people used to run this, and this is why it's on this build, and I was too lazy to refit, is because of launcher subs, in particular launcher tiger sharks. People used to run this because they would zombie surface, and one volley would whip you down. So everyone started running the shockwave deflection plates, but it's kind of irrelevant now. So I think with the Fury coming and with retributions, ideally I should be running the radioactive and explosive defense system with maybe a mixture of that in my plates. So that's the conversion on that. But I probably am going to put some corrosive plates on this. At least 3 corrosive plates are going onto that gamma to try and help against the Fury. And the same with this. I mean, right now it runs no armor, so I'm probably going to fill it up with all its armor slots, even with like the D2, D3 version of the corrosive armor, to give it some tankability, you know, some strength against the upcoming haul. But straightforward build on this again. I've seen a few variations of this. I don't think there's much difference in a lot of the builds. Brutal fleet. It does a lot of damage. And yeah, I mean, the top #1 hull for base defense, I think, at the moment. Probably even, I don't know, more so than the Gamma, but the Gamma complements it so well. So, yeah, and they're both the same. I just combo these, they work so well together that I combo it in 2 different sections of my base. Really, that's simple. And that's at max weight for shipyard level 3 and dock level 12. 38,000 tons. Not much change, 38,091. So I'm literally got 16 tons spare, which is tight. It's close. Yeah, so I mean, it's a very, very good fleet. It was not cheap. You're looking at a 30-day build on the Harlock Citadel alone. You're looking at 25 days plus on the Gammas. Thankfully, the Vanquishers are under 10 days, I think. So, yeah, it's not a base guard that was for the light-hearted, but it is the way I went. So let's have a look at my turrets. Again, I mean, my turrets, I would say I'm behind on my turrets, more so than most players in the game. On my outpost, I run... I wonder if it'll show me. It should show me. Obviously, I'm running the overload reload mechanism and fire support 2, which takes me to max weight. And then again, I mean, I'm trying to fit as many fire support 2s as I can in the island. I've got 5 dead eyes, which I'm probably just going to leave it at 5. I'm not going to build the 6th. 4 apox. That is going to a ballista, believe it or not. And I'm probably going to convert that into a ballista as well and just leave 3 apox. Or I'm going to go 4 apox, 4 dead eyes, 2 ballistas in the middle island. Concussive cannon there. The minigun turret, suited and booted. Here's how I run my dead eyes for anyone wanting to see, and here is my apox. So yeah, fairly straightforward. I'm sure everyone's got them. These bombard turrets, you know, they were more sort of temporary gap fillers until I got the Forsaken countermeasure turret built. I still don't have the Draconian countermeasure turret built. It just provides good, it gives me a little bit of extra mortar shoot down. That paired with the gamma counters actually does work. You know, like this covers this gamma, and this covers this gamma, and this, you know. So it kind of, it does work. Although bombards are nowhere near as sort of useful as they used to be. You know, Forsaken countermeasure turret would be the preferred slot on those two, but I just didn't have time at this moment to look at building it because I've had too much to do. Cold snap, not frostbite there. Obviously the level 4 version of this from the TLC. Glacial, scattergun, again bombard, Wendigo, which I just cannot bring myself to scrap, and I don't think I ever will. And at the front, blunderbuss and a scattergun, and a basilisk, which I think I was going to change to another blunderbuss because they're pretty brutal, and they're going to really take a sting out of the Furies. So yeah, I was trying to get a bit of ballistics in my base because I think it needs it, and my bubble pad's at the front there. So fairly straightforward. I don't think there's any real secrets in there. I mean, with bases these days, it is 100%. I would say it's 99% the guard fleet and 1% the base design. If you have the right guard fleet, you can stick it in anything really. So that's my view on that. There's the base planner. Very straightforward. Nothing too drastic. For anyone that wants to build this, you know, feel free. I mean, I had someone else's base design, and I didn't want to use their base design because I didn't want them to feel like that I was using something of theirs and taking credit for it. So what I decided to do was scrap that base design, start again, and create a base design from complete originality, 100% from the beginning. But then once I built it and showed it to someone pointed out to me and said, that looks just like the base design you had before. So it's kind of, I think it's kind of like a base design I was running before. It's not that much different, although when you look at it in base planner, it's completely different. But yeah, it works well. It does the job. And since I put it in, no one's broke it. No one's cracked it. But I know for a fact it was going to get cracked. All the guys with Furies are going to be queuing at my door tomorrow, and it will get cracked. Repeatedly, probably. So yeah. So I don't mind releasing it. The reason I'm releasing it and giving you all the layout is because obviously I enjoy helping the community, as always. And of course, you know, it's going to be redundant tomorrow because I'm going to have to change it all. So I thought, you know, why not? Why not give you guys a jump on it? But yeah, in terms of changing it, I think I'm just going to put on a lot of different armors and specials on some of the ships. I'm not even sure if I'm going to change the guard too much. I'm definitely going to add maybe another blunderbuss and a couple of Deadeye ballistas. Ballistas. I don't have any Deadeyes. Yeah, and I think that'll do some wonders in terms of stopping them. Maybe increase the ballistics on the gammas. But it all really depends on how Kickstarter changed the hull. If they've made it... If they've reduced that stun time, I think I could maybe hold them out. Whereas before, in the previous server, I couldn't hold them out at all. I had to actually put a Man of War here where this is. And take this out. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, that's Liam99. You know, don't shoot the messenger. Just trying to make a bit of a helpful video for anyone there. And if it helps, even if it helps a few players, then that's a great mission achieved. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and hope everyone has a good raid. I'm out.